We're actually at Old Wirrealpa Springs homestead.
Original homestead.
Yeah, there is a new Wirrealpa Springs, but this is the old homestead.
Where the person got speared by the Aborigines.
Yeah, a couple of them.
Right here. We are here tonight. This is Friday night. Instead of being at the Exchange Hotel, we are here enjoying ourselves. Middle of nowhere. And it's about to rain. How's that for a view? Nothing but the best. And Carlton Road.
Just had my espresso coffee made in my little handmade espresso machine. Gonna do some bacon and eggs in a moment, and then we're heading up to Nepouie. It's about an hour and a half further up towards Lake Frome, Warrabidinna way. This Old Wirrealpa homestead, my understanding, was never actually occupied, or not for very long, because over here behind me, at the base of that pyramid hill, the Aboriginal people, the Adnyamatna people, were watching and actually speared somebody who was building and living in this homestead. And from that point on, the settlers realised how sacred this spring was and moved to where the, well, new Wirrealpa, but I think that was in about 1872. And so this has been re-roofed, obviously with some intention to use it as a shack, but Barry couldn't sleep in there last night because he walked in there and felt the vibe. It's supposed to be haunted by the ghosts of the settlers who were speared. The last 2 times I've been here, the water's been flowing really well, almost enough to make you want to lie down and bathe in it, but this is the springs over which people died, literally. The hill over there, just on that little patch underneath, is where Aboriginal people watched this building being built. Decided it was just too much. Right now, there is water there, and it is flowing. So we're off down the creek to hunt for water, but we don't have to hunt very far. You can understand why they would build the potential homestead right so close to the creek. Well, look, Bear, that's... Here we are, just had our coffee. I imagine how much this would cost if it was in the shop front of some Sydney salon. Anyway, we're down here at the Old Wirrealpa. Sun's coming up. It's actually 7:10, so well past dawn. It's dry as chips out here. Hardly any water coming out of the spring.
tough, mate.
Well, it's a good little drive down here. We're at Nepouie Creek. Barry, you're not going to make it. Yeah, there's a big drop off here. And this creek road actually goes all the way through to Arkaroola, but it's in this sort of condition.
I didn't see this drop off.
Yeah. I mean, you could get the shovel out and level it off, but what's the point if we're only just going a few hundred yards? To mummy. We're just working our way up through the top end of, well, not the top end actually, but to where the water rises. You can see the different vegetation and it's green. Where we stayed last night at Old Wirrealpa Springs, there was virtually no water there. Maybe there's no water here at the moment. Okay, well that's the extent of the spring creek that way. Don't know where the track's gone because I was able to drive up here, but that's probably a dozen years ago. There was a bunch of guys, I don't know, 15 years ago that got caught growing marijuana crops up here using the water from the creek. So I'm bloody sure it's here somewhere. Ah, reeds up here. Can you hear me? Yep, reeds. Waterhole. Flowing too. Yeah, it's here, Barry. Come up. It's really good. I eventually heard the birds and then saw the reeds. This is all full of water. Well, you can see the water down in front of you. Anyway, that'll do. Doesn't want to start off. Press some button. Just up there, you can see all these drop-offs. You can go back to this magic and that kind of soft stuff. But when you get down here, the old track basically follows in and out of creek beds, but it's so grown over, and unless you were desperate to get through, we're certainly not going to bother going. Where are you, Baz? Hey! Car's over here. Here, this way. Wherever you are. It's deeply shadowed. This is the same sort of stone and rock. You there? Hey? He did get lost. He said he got disoriented. Nearly there. Here he comes. Hey.
How did I miss this?
The big white car on the hill?
No, I couldn't see it from there.
Yeah, but you knew which way was downstream, so you knew your left from right, so all you had to do was keep going right till you came out on this side then.
See, I would have got to a track down there eventually, the road.
Yeah. You recognise this rock, Barry? The same sort of formation as it is at Warrabidinna and Putapa. Yeah. It's just started.